Viewer discretion is advised.
Welcome to Untitled Tea Time. This is their internet show.
Yes, it
My
is.
back is stuck to this. Alright, I'm good now.
So we're revisiting the topic of the time travel more feasible than light speed. Lucas, our friend here, knows a bit about physics, and he wanted to clarify some points for us.
Alright, one thing, I don't know if you really talked about it or you kind of like touched on it, was like wormholes. Using wormholes for traveling through space and also traveling through time. Wow. So, if you remember, Conan showed that little thing with the Bulbasaur paper.
That totally was cool.
Yeah, so that's basically an illustration of what a wormhole does. But you
I didn't mess up.
can also use that to travel through time, because that paper is not necessarily all at the same time. You could have, one end of the wormhole be, 1,000 years in the future, the other, 1,000 years before that. So when you go through, you end up in a different time. So
Yeah.
that's another way.
Oh. Yeah, I didn't think about that.
I just realized that this video is like an excellent follow-up to the video we did on Wednesday about shame. Talking about the stuff that we didn't clarify on enough.
Oh, yeah. And what about my, when I was talking about time travel, I'm sure if you did it right, you could do it by orbit, but if you're bending space, or something is so dense that it is bending time, to the point that you go back in time to a certain point, wouldn't you have to calculate where the Earth's going to be so that you can land on the Earth in that general vicinity?
True. Yeah, but it doesn't stop there, because, not only is the Earth going around the sun, but the sun is going around the galaxy. And,
Yeah.
And,
So
our
you
galaxy's moving through space.
Yeah,
too,
you could be in a completely different part of the galaxy in relation to the Earth.
Yeah. So
So time travel right now, it would be really, 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 really difficult.
Yeah.
You'd have to come up with a new type of mathematics for it. One that goes backwards.
Very, very precise.
You're just like, wait. Don't use that.
Yeah, and then what happens if you're supposed to land on the Earth, but you land inside the atmosphere, and then just plummet to your certain doom?
Yeah, that would be bad.
Then I would consider that a successful time travel, but an unsuccessful landing.
What if you land in the ocean? What if you land in a volcano? What if you land by a volcano that's erupting?
If you land in a volcano, the only thing I have to say is either, life hates you. I mean, out of all of our space and time, you land on a spot on Earth above a volcano.
Yeah,
someone hates you.
Yeah.
Someone or something.
So yeah, really, time travel and space travel are, intertwined. You can't do one without doing the other.
Unless your mathematicians knew exactly what they were doing and they sent you to your certain doom on purpose.
I'd be pissed. I would come back to life and kill them. I would come back to life and throw them in a volcano. But old school virgin sacrificing style. Just toss them in.
Alright, anything else?
Yeah, hang on, Lucas. What do you think some of the problems would be with traveling through space and what we would need to overcome to get to that point?
Well, certainly something with a lot of propulsion to, get us those far distances that we can't get to.
Yeah, without having to carry tons of fuel.
Right. Yeah, so I know they're working on different methods, but nothing really stands out in my mind.
Yeah, nothing concrete.
One I saw was they were launching up tiny like plasma rockets. Not rockets as in rockets. They're launching up little, like, $1 million rockets that work on plasma. You hear about that? They use super compressed air to use the plasma rocket to boost it through the atmosphere. And once it's in space, it can just, as far as I know, they're just using them to piggyback onto satellites and stuff.
Yeah. Something that I found interesting after we recorded the first video, like, this thought came to me, like, the object that they're going to be looking at through the telescope and trying to get, there's like a 90% chance that it's no longer there. That they're going to get there, and they're going to wind up with nothing.
They just end up there 50 years later. Just where is it?
Where'd it go?
About halfway there, the stars stop like shining, and we're just like,
I guess we'll go back.
Yeah, I guess so.
it's like this took an entire lifetime, and there's nothing to show for it.
But then by the time you get back, who knows? Maybe the Earth would be gone.
Yeah.
That would piss me off.
Yeah, that's a concept that, like, I didn't read enough into to fully understand it. The effects of, time dilation in relation to light travel. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, wouldn't time go like seconds backwards, according to Einstein's theory?
Not backwards, really, but it'll slow down. Yeah, and it depends what your perspective is, if you're traveling towards it or away from it.
Well, let's say you're traveling away from the Earth at light speed. What do you think would happen with time when you got back?
Yeah, it would look pretty crazy.
Say you left for about an hour on the time of your ship. What would it be like on Earth when you got back?
If you're traveling at light speed?
Yeah. For an hour. Like half an hour out and then half an hour back.
Oh, yeah. Well, traveling at light speed, and like, if you travel for an hour away from the Earth, it would still look like no time had passed from your perspective. But then when you go back towards the Earth, then time would speed up infinitely, basically. And so yeah, you would get there and you would be young, everyone would be old or dead.
Well, that would suck.
Yeah, that's a shitty situation to be in.
Yeah.
This is, of course, assuming that light speed actually does that. Not sure if it does. We've never experimented with it.
That's Einstein's theory, yeah.
We have experimented with gravity.
Yeah.
And gravity, we know, warps time. As far as we've seen.
Right, yeah.
We should do an episode on antimatter.
I don't think there'd be much to talk about. Just, hey,
if
you let it touch anything from, like, solid mass in our universe, we would all be dead.
There's some interesting theories about dark matter, though.
Click.
That would be a shitty situation. Weaponized antimatter.
Yeah, use it for global destruction if we're ever in a galactic battle.
I'd just be like, nope, I'm gone.
Well, I mean, if you get like a decent amount and then you weaponize it, spatial nuke. I mean,
the only problem, what do you put it in? No matter what you put it in.
Vacuum chamber of some sort.
Yeah,
a vacuum chamber where it's suspended.
Yeah.
How are you going to suspend it so it doesn't touch anything?
I don't know.
Uh,
Future stuff.
All the problems. That's a topic for a different episode, though.
Yeah. But I was looking into pretty neat like plane designs that they were having that NASA was looking into because they're like supersonic already in the atmosphere, and they were looking into making those supersonic jets, space planes. And that sounds like it could go well if they did it right. And then I saw, the military wants to use some NASA space planes to militarize space flight and stuff. And
That is
the military needs to keep their own shit. That's why they have their own engineer corps.
that is the point in life where I just say, nope, I'm done. That's it for me.
Do you agree?
Sure.
The military needs to keep their own shit. NASA is for the betterment, not the reverse. It's anti-productive if the military uses spaceplane technology to blow someone up. Seriously. Spaceplane technology. Space is literally humans' future. If you do not research it, then your civilization is basically doomed.
Alright.
Because either disease, war, or just the sun killing us, we're going to be dead if we don't get off this planet.
Yeah.
And I think people could drop their own shit for a while to help with that.
Well, this has been interesting, but I have a party to attend in like 5 minutes.
Yes, he does.
So we'll see you guys later.